we live? We're live. Ed, we are live.
We are live. Welcome to Football Miami TV, and we're here at the pregame for the MLS Cup Final.
Fido Irish Pub. We're going to talk literally just for a few minutes about the upcoming MLS Cup Final, but make sure to check back on our YouTube channel here for after the game when we do a post-game wrap-up.
It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, and we're here with the Southern Legion. There's a whole bunch of people. They're passing out Inter Miami T-shirts and stickers. So if you guys are still around the Brickell area, come over here, and you guys are going to get some free stuff. So.
Yeah, Fido Irish Pub. This place is hopping. It's loud. It's fun.
A lot of people are here partying, drinking, and getting ready for what we hope is the road to our own team pretty soon, Inter Miami.
Well, let's talk about that real quick, Ed. You know, people talk about Atlanta. Atlanta is a terrible sports town, right? Nobody supports the Braves. Nobody really supports the Falcons, I don't think. They're not a good sports town. Something similar to we here down here. We are always told in Miami that we're not a good sports town. But Atlanta, over 70,000 people.
Every game, that's crazy, and things have changed in the soccer landscape here in the United States. We're hoping the same thing's going to happen here in Miami. I think it's going to happen.
I mean, if it works in Atlanta, it's going to work in Miami. It's amazing. And we got Atlanta playing in the MLS Cup Final, their second year in existence. I mean, that's pretty insane. Pretty insane to tell you how quick things can turn around for a club. I mean, they started off as a model club, a club that maybe Miami really needs to look at. So much so that we grabbed their guy, Paul McDonough.
We sure did. So we're hoping to see that this team becomes something huge, not just for the United States, around the world. And I think it's I've seen, Beckham's already wearing his sticker and stuff. So, it's really exciting. I'm very excited. We're hoping everybody comes and supports. But like I said, guys, if you're still not here, you should come before the game starts. We're still a few minutes away. We're giving stuff away, so come over.
All right, real quick, Ed. Portland, they've got Gio Savarese, was the head coach for the New York Cosmos, won 3 championships. He knows how to win a championship. On the other hand, Atlanta, they got Tata, who's going on to move on to Mexico. Almiron's probably gone as well. Who do you have in this game?
I think it's going to be Atlanta all the way. They're in the hometown guys. They've got the best record. If they don't win, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think Portland's going to do it. You?
I've got Atlanta in this for sure, but you can't put anything past Gio Savarese. I mean, I had a chance to talk to him a few times back when he was with the NASL. He ran a very professional club and a very amateur league, and he's got some really good players. He's got last year's league MVP, so I think the beginning of the first half of this game is really going to be Portland just hanging on because Atlanta's got the crowd behind them. But if Atlanta doesn't score in the first half, does that crowd support now become a monkey on your back?
Oh, it does totally, because the pressure's going to be on, and Martinez is going to have to do something. Everybody wants him to score in the final. He's the MVP of the league, so they have to win. They kind of forced to win, and like you said, the pressure's going to be on Atlanta.
Yeah. If
it gets towards the end where they're not scoring, it's going to be tough, and the Timbers could come away with it.
Portland's going to have this attitude of hey, we're just lucky to be here. We're the working class team. We're not supposed to be here. First year head coach. They weren't the greatest in the beginning of the season. So they've really turned it around, and they're just lucky to be there type of attitude, which that underdog attitude can really upset Atlanta.
That's true. But I mean, like I said, guys, if you haven't come over here, you need to be here now, because this place is starting to fill up here at Fido Irish Pub. So come on over, guys. And right now they're talking about the new U.S. coach.
Greg Berhalter just named the U.S. head coach. Shocker. I mean, everybody saw that coming, right? I mean, why did it take so long? That's the real big question. Why did it take so long to make the obvious choice? I mean, obvious that's the choice they were going to make, not necessarily the choice that we want. And here's the thing, is I'm not going to hate on Berhalter. I'm hoping he does amazing things. It just seems like the boring choice.
He is a boring choice. Everybody is wonk, wonk when he came on. It was because you expect them to get somebody big because they took so long to do it. But, and then they come out with somebody, that, nobody was really, they was expected, but we expected something better, but whatever, man. Like
he's got the experience. He's been there. He's been there as a player, so that's the one benefit. He's got some World Cup experience.
He knows Major League Soccer, that's very important. And all we could do is go behind him and push forward, and let's see what he could do with the USA, man.
So in that stadium tonight, you've got the U.S. national team head coach, the future Mexican head coach, and Tata.
That sucks. That sucks because Tata's a good coach, and he already knows this league now. So he's going to try to pick us apart when we meet him. Yeah. So that's going to be tough, man. I don't know. When I first heard about Tata going to Mexico, it didn't go well. So
yeah, well, this is a big deal for Atlanta right now. I mean, they're second year in existence. Their head coach is in some ways you may be upset that you're losing your head coach, but I mean, you're proud that he's moving up. You're always in this league. We lose players, we lose coaches. We just always want to make sure they're moving that next level, and he totally is. And so it's a great deal for him. Great. I think it says a lot about where MLS is right now that they could get a coach of his caliber and take a team to the championship. The level of coaching and players and all that's just getting better and better and better in MLS.
That's true. Well. It does say a lot about coaches in Major League Soccer, and it's very good to hear about all these things. But like we mentioned, he's going to be coaching Mexico. That's going to hurt us, I think, in the long run.
As after this game, we're going to hate him.
Oh yeah. Well, let's see who wins. I think Atlanta's going to win.
Not that we love him now. We're not Atlanta fans. I just think Atlanta's going to win. Yeah. And Atlanta is definitely a team that Miami can model themselves after a little bit. They could learn some from the business side of things, what they did, things that they've done right, and really and try to emulate some of those things. Our advantage is we got Beckham behind us.
Yeah, and all the rest of the ownership group. That's a pretty strong ownership group, and we're very excited because I think they're going to bring some really good players. I hope they're going to bring a lot of good American players also. They're going to start the academy. There's so many good things that are going to happen. We're going to get our stadium in the right place also. It's an exciting time to be a fan in Miami right now.
But here's the thing, too. Atlanta, it's averaging around 70,000 people per game, right? That's crazy. We're not going to get that. And we're not going to get that because we're not building a stadium that big. Yeah. So what you could end up having here in Miami is a situation where you can't get a ticket. Yeah. It could be in a situation where every game is sold out. A waiting list. Imagine having a waiting list for season tickets for soccer in Miami. That's an amazing accomplishment, and I think that's definitely doable. When you see what Atlanta's doing, we're not that far apart. There's so many similarities in our sporting culture. We have a lot more of a Latino area here, but as far as that, they're bad sports towns. They're not the best place. They're ridiculed in a lot of different sporting. The Braves. They're laughable, right? But they've got a history. So there's some definite parallels you can draw with Atlanta and Miami. But so I think that's definitely very doable. Long waiting list. Get your season tickets now, right? As soon as they open up.
Well, as long as I get my ticket, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be the supporters a couple of years, and then I think I'm going to go towards
where the old men sit.
Side. Yeah, I'm going to the old man side and watch him, and I'll probably be with him watching all this from there. So
all right, well we're watching now as they're just getting ready. They're hitting the big pike. They've got that tradition in Atlanta where they hit this big nail or whatever. There's a railroad spike. What kind of tradition are we going to get? That's pretty amazing.
Miami's going to have to be something unique. I don't know, the cafecito right before the game. They'll be,
snort some rows of cocaine.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I like the cafecito better because it's almost like cocaine. So you drink some of that, you're like, whoa, dude, that wakes you up.
Yeah, it does. So what, we're all going to just go and have a little cafecito?
Come on, everybody, tú sabes que el cafecito,
cafecito to all the players and give them that little boost?
Beckham already knows how to do cafecito, man. Did you see that?
Yeah, we saw it. He learned how to make it.
That's good stuff, man. So that's what we're hoping is going to happen. We need some good tradition, man. So I don't know. I don't know, cafecito. What else is there?
I don't know, women in thongs parading around. I don't know. What do we have here that I mean, they obviously have a tradition of hitting that railroad because it's a railroad town or whatever. I don't know their tradition. What do we got?
We got the beaches, like you said, man.
Yeah.
Women in bikinis. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
It's gonna be tough.
All right. Well, I think it's time to wrap up this pregame as the players are about to walk out to the field. You got Portland in the white and Atlanta in their traditional red and black. So I think it's time to everybody to flip over and watch the MLS Cup. But remember, after the MLS Cup final, after the champion is awarded, we're going to come back and do another YouTube Live and give our thoughts on the final game. Where are we at, Ed?
We're going to talk about it. We're at Football Miami TV, guys. Look us up. We're on all the social media. More importantly, on YouTube. Look for us there. And follow us, subscribe, and leave comments, guys, on the bottom part. Don't forget.
All right, Ricky, we're out. Let's shut this down. Watch the game, guys. Enjoy.
That was good. Ricky, because Ricky was over there. It's okay. Shut this down.
It's okay. It's okay. All right, when do you stop recording? Now.